tie-dye, you're looking at something in the realm of a $6,000 jacket.
That's over my clothing budget.
I believe, right? I mean, I'm not the biggest.
No, I'm not. I would defer to your clothing knowledge.
I don't know. Anyone who wants to help me out, please put it in the chat. I'm not a big fashionista.
Oh, here we go. Bill picking up the... Oh, no, just flats. This was his spot. We know Vivian not a fan of letting the jacks go pre-flop. Let's see how this works out. Oh! Well, maybe there's a world in which we can get away from the 2 kings here. This is a very wet board for the pre-flop raisers range, though. A lot of draws to be had. I'm kind of a fan of just peeling a turn multi-way here, waiting for a non-spade, non-queen type card before we pile the money in. Bill is going to need some help on this turn to save him some money, though. And I don't mean help in terms of hitting a king. I mean help in terms of a even wetter board completing some draws. Something like the 8 of spades.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not going to do it. We are going to see some money get in here. Wow! Unbelievably sneaky check back from Vivian, and somebody folded deuces in this hand, and is probably beside Saya folded twos is probably thinking, how did this happen? Little does she know.
Bet of 7,000. Is Vivian going to fine-tune it up to like 30,000 right here?
Really tricky check back. I think you just have to go huge here after checking turn.
28, almost 30,000, and Bill
hates it. And I don't want to ruin the tension here, and I know Bill has made some big folds, but after that check back, I think we're just flipping in the call. I'm not sure there's anything we can do about it here. We've under-repped our hand the whole way. How often do we have better than kings here, JJ? Not very often.
But a spot on the
underbluffed, certainly
side
underbluffed.
Of the spectrum.
I hear you, and it is, you know, we haven't seen Vivian get after it post-flop too much bluffing, but JJ, we've got kings.
A fold from Bill. Kind
of just let it go? No.
Oh, that's a time chip. Okay,
no. Oh,
sorry.
JJ is on his feet in the booth.
Oh, Bill's my boy, man.
If you think, by the chat, if you think the commentators don't genuinely love poker, JJ jumped out of his chair on his feet when he thought Bill let that one go. We really are fans of the game here, just like all of you. You want to double or nothing? I think he's calling here if you want to get your 100 bet. Oh, and then he flips it in. Yeah. We're so under-repped. I hear you that this spot is under-bluffed, and it is. Kings are kings.
I mean, how often is a pair board raised on the river as a bluff?
I agree. I agree with everything you're saying, and I'm not even saying that kings are necessarily the correct call. I just think we're calling there a lot. Couple $100 bouquet each time. And it's a mystery delivery. She does not know who is sending them. Vivian here picking up the ace-queen of hearts. Pops it up huge again. Little 5x 3-bet. This is pretty reasonable against 2 players. Bill not in the mood to fold, it looks like. My goodness. Coming along. Jew's H call, and Bill's ace-6 of clubs overcalls. Oh no, it did hit the muck. We just had a delay graphic. Okay. Bill does let it go. We know there is an ace and a queen dead, so Jew actually a significant favorite in this hand, but at a range disadvantage, being the pre-flop caller. We will see if Vivian's aggression takes this one down. She will certainly need to fire again here. Decent card to do it on, bringing in a second flush draw, but much more importantly, bringing in a gutter for her ace-queen. She picks up equity against a continuing range, continues to fire. Little over half pot here. And Drew let it go. Finally, something going right for Vivian. You can see a little bit of relief on her face here. Just one of those where you're thinking, please let me win one. The course of the day, I understand, but if you could slide on over to YouTube, even if you're on the Twitch chat, just log in real quick, click the like button. We really do appreciate it. This has been an absolutely exceptional stream today. Really phenomenal poker, fantastic action. Appreciate everybody who has joined us. Appreciate you a little bit more if you click the like button. Kings versus 10s here. Kings with a 3-bet. Vivian with a chance to get a little bit more back. Bill not going anywhere with the 7-6 suited. Saya, the initial raiser with 2 napkins. He's going to flip in the call, and we've got 4 ways to the flop for 3,200 apiece.
Oops, you okay?
Some interesting flops potentially out there. No one going to be very happy here. Saya picks up a little bit of equity with a gut shot. Bottom pair and a backdoor draw for Bill. Vivian's got to be thinking, are you kidding me? After everything today, I get 3 callers with kings and an ace hits the flop. Hard to believe she's ahead, but she is somehow. She's going to put in a nice little delayed c-bet after the flop checks through, just sort of feel out where she is. This is probably going to thin most of the field. Bill's going to flip in a call here, for sure. Saya with just the gutter, probably not good enough. We know that 2 10s are dead. This would be pretty impressive if kings could get called 2 ways for value on an ace-high board here. Just circumstantial, of course, but would be best case scenario. Did she... Oh, wait. What? That was... I'm confused. That was very strange. Looked like she was folding. Touched the cards. Her hands shaking a little bit and then brought them back. She thinking about making a play here? No, decides to just call with the gutter. Interesting line here by Saya. This is an ambitious call. We'll see if this checks to her on the river if she takes a shot. Somehow 2 kings have held through all this. I can't imagine Vivian thinks her hand is good. Saya might now check behind, picking up some very odd showdown value with the 8. A strange hand here. Is anyone going to turn their hand into a bluff? This would be a miraculous hold from the kings. And Vivian will hold. Finally, something goes well. You almost feel glad for her here. She's going to be pretty relieved when both hands quickly slide into the muck.
And accepted the 3rd time. And, you know, because producing these games and someone wins big and they want to give you a $100 chip because they're happy and they won $40,000. It's nothing, right? But it's funny. Yeah, I would find my spot saying, no. Thank you, man. I'm just happy you came and helped build this game this week, you know? And I found myself deny. Okay, fine. And chop with the team. So
I like tip-out games a lot more when they're like structured or private games rather than raked games. I think that tends to create a better feel for the game. It's always nice when players are tipping out voluntarily like that as well. Silvaco's in the chat saying Vivian is super nitty. I would hard agree there. And right on cue, we see the 3-bet with a 7-deuce, no 7-deuce game on. So if a chat pro has ever, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a chat pro been proven wrong faster.
yeah, and if you're here
That's embarrassing.
for some technical poker and a lot of action, you are at the right place. We've got a good mix today. Jack, 8, deuce, 2 diamonds. A tough spot for the 7s to fade a triple barrel. And Vivian does check it back. Going to be harder for Vivian to rep strong hands. She does have showdown value with her bottom pair deuce. Turn 2 pair now. Jacks and deuces.
Probably going to take decent sized barrel here to get the job done by Vivian. Although king is a pretty good card. There's certainly some king X with diamonds. No, just going to take the deuce to showdown.
Yeah, I mean, you are
I think
ahead
that's
of
fine.
ace queen and probably some ace 10 suited, so